Part 120. The Muslims in Abyssinia return. The immense spoils of war were distributed, and the attendees of the Pledge of Divine Acceptance were given a generous share as a result of the promise of Allah.
And many spoils of war they will gain, for Allah is Almighty, All-Wise. Surah 48, verse 19.
As the spoils were being distributed, the Prophet's cousin, Ja'far ibn Abi Talib, along with the rest of the Muslims who emigrated to Abyssinia, had returned after over a decade. Ja'far was the Prophet's family and close friend, and the Prophet stood up and greeted him with glee. He kissed him on the forehead and said, "I don't know which pleases me more, conquering Habur or the return of Ja'far." Despite arriving after the war, the returnees from Abyssinia were also given a share of the spoils of Habur. Allah rewarded their immense sacrifice for over a decade, living in a foreign land in turbulent times. When Asma bint Umays, one of the emigrants to Abyssinia, visited Medina for the first time, she reunited with her friend Hafsa. Umar ibn al-Khattab joked,
"We have more right to the Prophet than you, because we emigrated to Medina with him."
Asma snapped back,
"No, by Allah, you do not have more right to the Prophet than us. You were at least with him all these years. He would console you at times of grief, feed you when you were hungry, and guide you when you were mistaken. Meanwhile, we suffered and toiled in a strange land. By Allah, I will not eat or drink until I tell the Prophet exactly what you said."
She immediately stormed off to the Prophet and relayed the story. The Prophet replied, "He does not have any more right to me than you. Go back and tell him that he made one hijrah and you made two." The news spread like wildfire, and all the emigrants to Abyssinia approached Asma, asking her to repeat the story.